So today's bike ride didn't quite go as planned.
Famous last words.
Good morning. So yesterday we explored the Yapahuwa temples. We spent probably about two and a half hours at the temples once we got here yesterday afternoon. And today we're cycling on to Dambulla. So it should be just below 60 kilometers today, so much easier day. Just a quick stop off here to get bananas. We're about 6.5k into today, but it's particularly muggy this morning. And also it's a little more hilly as well, not huge hills. Ash is just checking out the map to make sure. There's like 3 different roads that we could take to Dambulla today.
There's only one we are going to take.
We're taking the shortest one. So it's about 50k it's saying at the moment. And yeah, we've done, I'd say, 6.5k.
Yeah, so the day seemed like it started okay.
Just taken this turning left off of the main A road, and now we're on a smaller B road. So when you look at Google Maps, it shows that there's like 3 different routes. This is the shortest route in terms of Ks, and it's recommended for motorbikes, but the alternative routes are recommended for cars. I'm guessing it's because it's quite narrow, but it will be a struggle to get 2 cars on this road, but yeah, it should be fine for motorbikes, for bikes. In terms of Ks, we've done 19-20k, so we've got kind of 39, 40 left. Just revising my theory on the small road, which is why they recommend this for motorbikes. There's heaps of roadworks going on, so yeah, the cars and the trucks and stuff are struggling to get by, but all the bikes are kind of squeezing by here. So yeah, we're going to push on this B road. We're going slow today anyway, because we're feeling it after a poor night's sleep. For me, just the heat in the hotel with no AC and a poor fan, and for Ash, she's had an infection for the past few days, so she's fighting that. So yeah, very slow going today. We're doing about 15k an hour, so this small road works for us.
Yeah, when I say slow going, like, I don't think I've ever gone this slow on a bicycle in my life. Basically, about to get to the point in the ride where I sat down literally in the dirt in the middle of the road. That's how tired I was. A lot happening the night before. There was challenges with our accommodation, but big thing. So I had this infection, made me feel like I had to constantly drink all night, which made me feel like I had to constantly pee like every 30 minutes. So I got about an hour and a half of sleep, and I think that plus the infection itself meant just a couple K into the ride, my body was like, we will not accept any more water, we will not accept any more food, and yeah, when it's like 35 degree plus heat, that hits you quite fast.
Couple of K on, we just stopped in this little shop to grab some water.
Really, I just stopped because they had chairs and I could sit down.
Yeah.
Water was good too.
Yeah, so a couple of chairs, sitting, drinking the water. And then we're going to push on. It's a hot, slow one today. One of Ash's bungees just snapped and got caught up in the chain and the cogs and so on. Luckily it wasn't too bad. She stopped very quickly once it happened. So yeah, managed to kind of untangle it. And we push on, slowly but surely as always.
Apparently I should have just stayed sitting in the chair in the shop, because about 15-20 minutes on, I completely gave up. I just sat down in the dirt on the road. Luckily, this extremely nice guy selling fish came along with this truck.
Going on here, Ash?
Salvation, I think, is going on here. Turns out Salvation only lasted about 3k. Language issues. We thought he was saying Dambulla because he was offering to take us to Dambulla. Turns out he was obviously just checking if we were going to Dambulla because he was turning off in a different direction just a couple k's down the road.
So as you would have seen in the video there, we took the opportunity of a truck that was passing us and offered us a ride. So yeah, we were in the truck for a few K there, and at this junction here, he's just said, yeah, continue on this path to Dambulla. Yeah, we were both extremely tired. Ash was struggling there with the heat and with fighting the infection. So we took the opportunity to take a bit of a rest in the truck and cover a few K. So now we are pushing on the last stint to Dambulla. So we're aiming here to get back to the B road, which is a slightly bigger road, and then we're heading direct to Dambulla once we're on that B road. But yeah, we've just kind of come across this beautiful little spot, this huge lake here, and there's some eagles flying over above the lake.
I tried really hard to tell myself it was less than 20k to go. Normally that's only about an hour's ride. I could do it. But in the end, I only made it about 1 or 2k further down the road. I've never been so grateful to see a tuktuk. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been this tired in my life. It was absurd. I think it's just dehydration because I couldn't take in any more water. By the time we got to Dambulla and the accommodation, which was like heaven, my feet, they just looked skeletal. I was so dehydrated. I held my hands together in the tuk-tuk and they felt weird, and I realized it was because my knuckles were protruding so much. Again, we'd only ridden like 30k. It should be about an hour and a half of riding. It's like nothing, but I had lost so much water by the time we got to the accommodation, and I just saw the one little flight of stairs going up. I pretty much had to pull myself off the handrail. It was that ridiculous. And this is how we spent the next 4 days.
And here we are in Dambulla. We're just tucking into dinner here at the guest house. So we've got some rice, some vegetables, and with pineapple. My favourite here, which is the dal. And we've got boiled eggs in there. I haven't actually seen these before. I don't know what they are. These kind of colourful things. And then we got some green beans over here as well. So yeah, interesting day today, exhausted, so we ended up getting in a truck, and then we ended up getting in a tuk-tuk for the final 20k into town. So I think now we're going to base ourselves here for kind of 3 or 4 days and rest up.
Now we're traveling on a budget. Od's gone super thrifty, just bringing the extra breakfast with him for another meal.
Got a stack of hoppers here, little muffin, some big bananas, some tea and some coffee, so that'll be good for lunch.
Yeah. One of my highlights of the 5 days of resting here is sitting on the balcony of our accommodation, watching the grizzled giant squirrel. And finally, 5 days later, we're back on the road.
Our destination this morning, nice and close, Sigiriya, so one of the most popular tourism spots here. The ancient temples.
Sigiriya! After a few days off the bicycle, we made it to the Lion's Rock. Kind of looking like ants down there now.
Okay, full disclosure, I didn't make it to the top of Sigiriya.